Hello, hello. Testing, testing. Okay, we're on. Okay. We're good to go. All right. Well, then, in that case, welcome to the show. Welcome back, everybody, to Let's Paint TV. I'm your host, Mr. Let's Paint. We're just going to try to get through another day here on the program. Thanks again for being here. Taking your calls, 818-528-4516, 818-528-4516. What is going on with you all here today? That is the question that we all want to know, or not. And if we don't want to know, then let me just, one more thing I got to do. Just a second. And if we don't know what we're going to do, then how can one proceed? How can you proceed without knowledge of? Ah, shoot. Why did it do that? That's a good question. It's a very good question. Why things don't work, why you cannot get things to work for you, why technology does not work for you, why? That is the question of the day, and we are taking your calls, 818-528-4516, 818-528-4516. Why is it that we can't figure it all out? Why is it so difficult to figure things out? Why? Why are we here? Why is it that it seems as if others don't have to ask that question? Why does it just seem to be just you and me that ask the question why? We don't have that answer. We can't answer that for you. Otherwise, if we could answer it, then it would not be a why. There would not be a why involved. So be grateful that we have the ability to ask that question. Be grateful that we have concerns as to why. Why is it? Why isn't it? Why we must be? To whom shall it be that it is therefore then there thou? Why? Why? Why it is. And why it isn't. Why must we proceed? Why should I continue? Why am I such an ignoramus? Why? Are you watching? Why do you care? Why am I? Why are you? Why, said the fly as it went across the sky. Why must I fly? Why must I seek greener pastures, tastier morsels? Why do I need to move from this nourishing plant that has all the succulents I need? Why do I need to move on and think that there's better succulents, better choices on the next flower, on the next leaf, on the next whatever? Why must I continue on? Why can't I be content and just stay? Why must I keep going? Why must we keep going? Why must we stink? Why do I keep stinking? Why do I have to keep taking a bath? Why? Why do I keep drinking coffee? Why is it that my coffee is different all the time? It is never the same. I want consistency, or do I? Why should I care? Why should I wonder? Why do I care? Why am I here? That is the question. That is the question that we are up against, my friends. That is the question of the day. That is what we continue to be bewildered, to wonder, to question. Why? Said the fly. Why? Am I? Why is it thou therefore part of a grand metaphor of something entirely different? Am I just Am I just Am I just Why should I keep going? Why should you keep going? That might be the question. Why should you continue on? These are the questions that we must ponder and question and ponder and question. Where one's true sense of meaning It's a good question. It's a question that we must come to reason with. We must reason. Reasoning. I wonder what's it all about? Where do I go from here? Should I or should I not take out the garbage? Even though they're not picking up today or tomorrow. Actually, not until Thursday. But maybe I should put out the garbage anyway. Shouldn't I just put it out? Even though there's hardly anything in the garbage can? Or should I just let it sit there for a few more weeks and let the garbage fill up all the way so that I can make a full on, head on, fill it to the brim. Should I? Should I do that? Should I just wait until it's truly full all the way to the top? Or should I put it out for garbage day each and every week like I do? But maybe I could wait. Maybe I could let it sit there. Make that garbage sit there and fester. Give the garbage man a day off from picking up my garbage can. Give him that extra day off. If we all did it, if we all didn't take out our garbage this week because they weren't full in the first place, we could effectively give the garbage man a day off. Why don't we do that? Why don't we do that? Why don't we all collectively put our heads together and change this world? This is something small. This is something simple. It can be done, people. And giving the garbage man a day off from picking up your garbage can because your garbage can is not full Could be a good thing. Could be a wonderful thing. Could be the beginning of something great. I wonder. I question. That is the question today, among many questions. How am I driving? 818-528-4516. Hashtag question. Hashtag garbage can. Hashtag garbage worker. Hashtag change the world by helping out a garbage man, by not taking out your garbage, by giving him a day off. Hashtag give peace a chance. Question of the day. Another question. And that is, are house plants, shouldn't they be considered pets? Shouldn't they be pets? Shouldn't you be treating them like a dog or a cat or a fish, a house plant that's stuck in the house? Shouldn't that be a pet? Shouldn't Petco be selling plants along with dog food and cat food and fish food? They could be selling plants, plant food. Is that a little far-fetched? Is that ridiculous? Handle things that don't make sense, that might not make sense? Is your gas tank half full? Half empty? A quarter tank? Or is it full to the brim? Should you do everything full to the brim? Like filling up your garbage can to the fullest before taking it out for collection. Do that with everything. Is it possible? Can you live your life with one idea, one concept, one pivotal factor resonating, pulsating? And everything you do is based on that idea? Fill it to the brim? Can that be done? Can that be done? What time is it? Is there anyone out there? Hello? Hello? Help! What is going on? What is going on? Do you have diarrhea? Do you have diarrhea? Well, if you do, there's a clinical trial going on in your town investigating the culprits of diarrhea. If you'd like to get on the study, just give us a call and we'll line you up, get you in for our diarrhea study. Compensation is ultimately your conquering of the diarrhea dilemma. Isn't that worth its weight in gold? Diarrhea clinical trials going on in your area. Contact us if you have any diarrhea going on in your life. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, it is.
Hi, John. I've been meaning to call you. A friend of mine told me most recently that you were doing some cooperative type of work, I guess, regarding the diarrhea studies. The reason I'm calling is I have diarrhea,
Okay. Well,
and
well, we
and I was
yeah.
hoping that you would have a chance, or might know someone interested that might have a chance to study it.
Yeah, right now we are just taking names and numbers, and if you happen anyone out there happen to have a bad case of diarrhea, we are going to try to
That
solve
would be
that.
me.
That's you.
Yeah, explosive.
Explosive. That is. You have to look at it this way, though.
Categorically.
It is
Yeah.
it's not so much funny for you at the moment, but
No.
it's funny for
And it's
others.
very unpleasant.
But it's funny for others, and it's also in the future you can look back on it as a funny experience.
In keeping with the theme also of the garbage,
Yeah.
that I might add,
Yes.
I think a good slogan to start out with, like the year 2014, which of course, John, is right around the corner. I don't know.
Yes, it is.
Halloween there, and then of course there's the Thanksgiving, and then the Christmas, and then you've got the New Year's Day
Yes.
right after the New Year's Eve. And I think a good theme for 2014, this upcoming year is going to be save the world, save the garbage. And I
Yeah.
think you've got a motive that's going to allow people that freedom to find an alternate place to put their garbage. I think ultimately it's going to breed that creative aspect within those individuals
Yes.
who would normally, let's say, they would keep it like outside on their porch
Right.
or something, because some of them are too lazy to take it to the curb. Let's be honest; they wait until it gets full,
But
and then the idea I think is to have it overflowing
yes.
whatever day. Let's say just do it once a month, maybe.
Yeah.
And give the garbage men 3 days off.
Yes. Well, I think every community.
Can you follow me?
Yeah, I'm sort of getting lost, but because I'm bad at listening.
3 days.
But I think
3 days would be good to have off. I mean, how many people don't want 3 days off a week? Let's just be honest.
I think with that in mind, I think we should all have a sort of a fireman's kind of job work ethic. You sort of work one day and then you get 3 days off.
Yes. Yeah. Well, this is the way it should work. I think France adopted that a few years ago, and I mean Russia's good at it, and there's a bunch of different countries that are good at that kind of a thing, and we should follow suit at some point. Especially I think our garbage men should be willing to be on the front lines on that issue. Personally, they see a lot of diarrhea. They smell a lot of baby diarrhea and stuff regularly. I think they just need a break. They really just need a break from the nonsense. Yeah, but that's just me. I mean, I've seen them. I've seen them on their trucks. I've seen them wearing bandanas, many of them around their shoulders, some of them around their heads, and they're sweating and they're working constantly with the garbage and the diarrhea. So again, I don't mean to just bludgeon your day with this whole,
Yeah, you're kind of keeping me. You're keeping me in the diarrhea land. I kind of wanted to move on, but you. I think I touched a nerve.
You probably went on to another topic.
I started it. It's a Pandora's box. The minute you start talking about diarrhea, and
it was a hotline thing, and I didn't want to miss that.
I definitely pushed. I definitely pushed your button on that.
Reach out and touch you on that.
It was
in an explosive way.
Yeah, I think it definitely. This is one of these cases where one's presence could generate a diarrhea.
A particular odor, even.
Yeah, stinking it up in a digital way, digitally.
Yes,
digital
again, you
diarrhea.
crystallize my thought. You place it on a ring, just a golden band, and just said, here, there it is. And it just made perfect sense of my whole purpose for calling. So I thank you for that capsulizing effort. It's tremendous success as always. And again, John, I'm just calling to wish you a fine day, and save the garbage. Yeah, I really mean it.
I think it's a good beginning to that and curing diarrhea. I think we're doing a lot here today, saving the world, helping out.
Now, if they would set the garbage, like maybe in the backyard or something, they could find an alternate thing.
Well,
I have some kind of like a position already.
One man
just like one of those 2-wheel cart things you can haul it. I've seen like people, they have those, like they've got like little 2-wheel things with their garbage cans lying on. Some of them you put 2 or 3 garbage cans on,
Yeah, I think we can hold it in. We can hold it in just a little bit longer.
To the curb that way.
We can hold it in just a tad.
I think it is. I think there's an anal retentive nature naturally to mankind in almost everything we do and everything we think. And I think the explosive diarrhea sometimes can almost make up for it.
Well, it is a release mechanism.
It is a release.
It really, it's how you got to look at it. The danger, obviously.
Study. I've looked at it before, John, and I'm thinking somebody wants to study this. I can certainly
clinical trials
because I understand. I understand what it is to sciences. I mean, it's an ever-evolving thing. It's very
not many people. Not many people want to be garbage workers or study diarrhea, but
no.
There is benefit. There is something that is.
There's that aspect too. There's the garbage union affiliation society. I forget it's Sigma Cum Laude stuff. It's way beyond me. I don't understand most of that, but I mean.
Germs. We're talking about germs. We're talking about germs ultimately.
You be the judge.
And we've become a society that is afraid of germs, when germs are good. A lot of them are.
I remember as a child, I think it was, I don't know, I can't remember if it was like in a Hustler magazine, I think, that maybe the germs are our friends. They had some...
was that a Hustler magazine?
I think, yeah, it was like when I was really young. It was my neighbor. I think he had this, I remember this article that was saying, germs are our friends. And I remember thinking, maybe it'd be good to grow up and be like a proctologist or something and just not use gloves. I mean, I never really gave it a heavy amount of thought until today, actually, when you started talking about the garbage. Because I started thinking to myself, hey, a lot of these guys probably, wear the same gloves for like year after year,
Yeah, it's there's people like wear the same jeans every day. Anderson Cooper wears his jeans every day, the same pair.
Does he ever wash them or anything?
I suspect he does somehow, but somehow he wears that pair of jeans every day. And so, what happens to that pair of jeans? That's being well traveled pair of jeans. Frankly, I mean, that guy's at every hot spot that erupts around the world. It's talking about spreading germs.
Germs germs everywhere. No, I mean, think about it. I mean, think of the microbial aspects of how much of that just.
But I think he by wearing, Mormons wear the magical underwear. I think Anderson Cooper's sort of doing that with his magical jeans that he wears every day. You get extra powers, and I think the powers come from the germs. The power of the germs.
The microbial matter.
The microbial.
I think you're probably right.
We're onto something here.
I think you're probably right.
That's where the Mormons, that's...
Human flesh is more or less a form of cheese. I mean, look at it that way.
Exactly,
right?
Or blue cheese.
Blue cheese
specifically. That's the famous for just being mold that becomes blue, but we love it. or most a lot of people do.
That science is fascinating. Anyway, save the planet, save the trash, and again, thanks for taking my call. And I loved the show yesterday. I didn't want to necessarily call and bother anybody. You guys seem like you're doing wonderful, and it was a beautiful 4 hours.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, that was on Saturday the other day. Yes, we had some
Saturday,
fun.
forgive me. So why did I say yesterday? I was working yesterday. Yeah,
Yeah.
Saturday.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, Jonathan.
All right.
Well,
Hey,
have a lovely...
fantastic. Good talking to you, my friend.
All right, good talking to you, my friend. Talk to you later.
All right. Are there any more callers? Is this the end of the show? Good question. Good question. We have a lot of questions. We have been asking a lot of questions today. And I think it's good. It's good to ask questions. It's good to ponder. It's good to maybe think. I know. There's I've seen this occasionally somewhere in the scriptures, various scriptures, kind of pointing out that maybe you should shut up. One should shut up and not be always talking. But I'm wondering if that's necessarily always the best thing to do. I think people maybe take things to heart too much. That's our problem. We get an idea in our head, we have someone tell us what to do, and then we feel like, okay, that's what I got to do, and I'm going to do this nonstop all the time, whatever that is. Some kind of scripture saying I should shut up because you're putting your foot in your mouth and you just making no sense, and it shows off how lame you are because you can't put any thoughts into it because you're just yapping all the time. I think we should question this. We should question all this kind of nonsense. We should question this taking it to heart crap. That's what it's about. That's what's screwing up. That's what you're screwing up your life. Taking shit to heart. Don't take it to heart. Fuck that shit. Don't be taking shit to heart. That's your problem. That's my problem too, actually. Taking it to heart. Well, not all the time. Don't take it to heart all the time. Please, please. Step off the gas a little bit on these edicts, these life-changing forces that you enter into, like you've made a contract. For a better life. Don't be so hard on yourself, guys. Don't get so down on yourself because you're just setting yourself up for miserable land. Feeling miserable. Cut yourself some slack. And let loose. Let it out. Or hold it in. I would say basically let out the diarrhea, but maybe, for the sake of the garbage bin, fill up the garbage can first before you take it out. Give them a break. Give them some fun. Give them some fun enjoyment. Let them just drive their garbage truck around the neighborhood without ever picking up garbage. Give them the satisfaction, my friends. At least once. Once in a while. Okay, we have a lot of questions for you today. Don't be overwhelmed by all the questions we're asking and whatnot. That is a part of the ongoing aspects of what we do here. So don't, do, and be. Be what all you can be. Don't let it get to you. If it does, then let it out. Let it out. Yell. Scream. Scratch your head. Move on. Whatever you need to do, but do it. Breathe. Breathe. Oh my God. Breathe, people. Take a deep breath. How does that feel? Deep breath. Feels okay, huh? Feels okay. It's a nice thing, eh? It feels good. Feels good. It feels good to me. Take a deep breath, guys. Breathe. Breathe. Question of the day. How big, that's right, how big is a cheesesteak that is inverted in a layer of Jell-O, in a 2-inch layer of Jell-O? So I've given you a hint, 2 inches of Jell-O, but then it's inverted a cheesesteak. Now I guess you'd have to figure out what size cheesesteak are we talking about. And how much cheese is on that steak? What kind of cheese? That is up for you to decide. That is for you to ponder. How big is a cheesesteak inverted into a layer of Jell-O? 2 inches. Question of the day. Question number 2. This is a surprise test, by the way, guys. This is a surprise test here at Let's Paint TV. Question number 1. What is a cheesesteak, Philly's cheesesteak, in fact, Philly's cheesesteak, say it 10 times fast, inverted vertically into a 2-inch layer of Jell-O? Question number 2. How many French fries does it take to touch the Golden Gate Bridge from the water to the very bottom of the Golden Gate Bridge, from the underneath span of the Golden Gate? How many from when they're one inverted, one touching from one end of another end of a French fry? And we're gonna for basis for consistency of McDonald's French fry. How many McDonald's French fries do we have? Okay, so that's question number 2. Question number 3. Did you get that one? You got number 1 and number 2? Okay, number 3. What is the vertical jump of a grasshopper as after being lit on fire? What is the vertical jump on a grasshopper? We're looking for the average. The average. What is that? We're Please don't do this at home. This is hypothesis. It is not. We're not condoning the cruelty of animals, but we're imagining what would be the extra potentially extra jumpage or vertical leap from a grasshopper if basically it was lit on fire in a way, but not lit on fire enough that it would actually singe or burn. But at least maybe the heat somehow, fear was introduced into the grasshopper ultimately. What is the vertical leap? Question number 4. How many ingredients are in dirt that has been submerged in a bucket of Portland cement? How many ingredients are in dirt? Now, this is a trick question. How many ingredients of dirt are found in the dirt that has been encased, if you will, in a bucket of Portland cement? Trick question. All right, question number 6. Question number 6. What is the difference between setting up 10 pins on the 9th frame of a bowling excursion? What's the difference between setting up the 10 pins on the 9th frame? What is the score? What is the score if you were to set up 10 pins or to knock down 10 pins on the 9th frame after drinking two, not just one, 2 cups of soy latte cappuccinos from Starbucks? What would be the score if you were to that's potentially a trick question, but we're looking for answers. We're looking for any kind of answers. You can call us 818-528-4516 with these answers. There's 5 questions. The winner, of course, wins a trip to nowhere. So we're looking for answers. If you can, if you need to, rewind this question and answer period here. And we will, of course, then be tabulating the answers. Bonus question. All right, once you answer all those questions for a bonus question, that would be for extra credit and just to feel extra good about yourself if you can answer this question, at least in its entirety, into in any form or shape that you can possibly ever amass. And that would be, here he goes, listen up. The vast difference of an oil change in a 72 Rutabaker that is stuffed with mashed potatoes and gravy. How much would that be, the vast difference in the oil change of a 72 Rutabaker that is stuffed with mashed potatoes and gravy? What is the vast difference? That is our bonus question of the day. take a little time, guys. We'll give you a few minutes to try to answer those questions here. I know they're a little they're kind of stumping, kind of they're aimed to stump. They're aimed to expand your brain. But if it's too much for you, it's okay, and just put down your pencil and not worry about it. Number 2 pencil, by the way. Answer those questions with a number 2 pencil, and send those to us here at Let's Paint TV, and that would be mrletspaint@gmail.com. Send us those answers, or if you'd like, post those answers on our at hashtag Let's Paint TV. Post those answers, all answers, the 7 questions. All right. We'll give you some time to try to figure that out. And again, if you need to rewind the show to this point and decipher these questions moment by moment, minute by minute, like a Morse code, like the Native American special coders. You might need that. Minute by minute, my minute by minute. Come on here holding on, minute by minute by minute by minute. I'll be keep holding on, minute by minute by minute by minute. I keep holding on to the minute by minute by minute by. They keep it holding on. Speaking of holding on, we're holding on till the 12 o'clock noon hour here at Let's Paint TV. Whoa, another show, another exciting show. We figured out how to generate another barn-busting, barn-storming, barn-exploding diatribe of excitement. Momentarily, at moment's notice, excitement at hand. Can be at hand here at Let's Paint TV. Just a few more minutes here, guys. Last time, a chance to call us here. And, of course, we're waiting for your answers on the test, our surprise test here at Let's Paint TV. Do you want me to, you had question number 1? You weren't sure what that was again? Okay. Again, question number 1 was, what is the size of a Philly cheesesteak inverted into 2 inches of Jell-O? What is the size? Now, of course, you're going to have to figure out what size I'm talking about in terms of how big a steak, the cheesesteak is, how much cheese it is, and maybe where you might get this cheesesteak. I didn't give you that information. You're going to have to figure that out yourself. So a lot of these questions, people, it's up to you. You're going to have to make some decisions. This is creative thinking. And ultimately, there is no correct answer. How about that? We just want your participation. We want your participation in the creative process. And so any answer is a good answer. Any answer is correct. And we look for your responses. Call in if you like, 818-528-4516, or send it on our Twitter page there, hashtag Let's Paint TV, or email me, whatever. Go to letspainttv.com, Facebook, all that stuff. Okay. We just have a couple more minutes left here, guys. I want to thank you again. Monday, big day. A lot of stuff, a lot of possibilities, big week ahead. And we not sure where we're going to go, but we will be going. And I thank you for your time. Painful as it was for me and you, we hopefully had a couple of moments that may have benefited us both. How about that? I sure hope so. I sure think so. minute by 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 minute. I keep holding on, minute by minute by minute by minute by minute by minute by. I keep holding on, minute by minute by minute by minute by minute by minute by. I keep holding on, minute by minute by minute by minute. Oh, you can also post your comments the answers in the comment section there, guys, for the questions. Okay, how about that? There is right there in the question. You can do it right to this video. That's probably the best way to answer the question, since of course the questions are already on the video itself. So answer the questions there in the comment section. Okay, that's the perfect spot. Leave a comment with your answers. Question number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the bonus question. And if you need me to ask those questions again, I'm really basically we've run out of time. So just rewind this program to get the questions again, and they're there for the taking, and there for the answers, and post those right there on our comment section here at the Let's Paint TV channel, here every day, Monday through Friday, without fail. And of course we do fail, so that means we're not always here, but we do try, and we do persevere, and we're here as much as we possibly can, even if there are only 2 people watching. 818-528-4516. That's our time up. Sorry, that's it. We'll see you again tomorrow, guys, 11 to 12 noon. Thanks for being here. Bye-bye, everybody. Bye-bye.